This is the village of Keri Sultan in the state of Haryana in India. The 10,000 residents of Keri Sultan have benefited greatly from getting their very own phone network installed 2 years ago. Thanks to the Nokia Siemens Networks Village Connection, 10% of the people in this village now have mobile connectivity, an increase of over 300%.
2 years ago, the network here was very ordinary. The awareness was very low and only a few people had mobile sets. Now each family has at least one mobile set.
India and China used to have about 5 million fixed telephone lines apiece. But while India now has around 50 million connections, China has sprinted ahead to 320 million. However, in wireless communications, India has overtaken China to become one of the region's fastest growing mobile markets, with growth rates of over 90% per annum for the past 10 years, with 8 million subscribers joining the network every month. There is 25% penetration today. However, the growth so far has been mainly confined to urban areas.
Mobile connectivity starts in urban areas because most of the buying power is there, most of the people are there. But once you have reached a certain saturation in all the countries, what happens is that connectivity goes into the rural areas.
The cost of infrastructure could still have been prohibitive with a traditional network. So Nokia Siemens Networks had to be innovative with technology and with ownership of the technology in closing the digital divide. And Nokia Siemens Networks came up with a solution called Village Connection.
Well, we look at the total cost of ownership, all the way from the infrastructure to the devices. And by working together with the operators, we can actually drive down cost and bring that affordable communication to the people. And then you actually bridge the digital divide.
Nokia Siemens Networks Village Connection is a unique solution that has been designed to extend the mobile voice and data coverage to rural villages, where people often have less than $3 per month to spend on communications.
We have tried to combine the GSM technology, which we know provides the lowest cost solutions in terms of handsets, with the most lowest cost networking technology, which is essentially internet-based. And all we do in Village Connection is hide the complexity of the network from the complexity of the phone itself.
As far as the users are concerned, they see a regular mobile phone. As far as the network is concerned, it sees an IP network, similar to an email. And Nokia Siemens Networks connects the two, providing the user with cheap mobile connectivity. The Village Connection scheme also runs on a franchise-based business model that is new in telecoms, creating entrepreneurs and employment from mobility.
What the Village Connection solution allows is the deployment of relatively small networks in very short period of time based on a franchise model, which implies that you could have connectivity in a small area where traditionally it would have been very hard and very expensive to take an entire mobile solution. So, and then once you have a local entrepreneur who's responsible for providing the mobility in that area, you see that they take certain sense of ownership.
The profit is that earlier my work was only that of a farmer, a landlord. Now I am also working with this scheme. I handled the running of this setup, and there aren't any difficulties.
The project has made entrepreneurs in 16 villages, where communications links have been poor or non-existent before now. Each village is home to about 1,000 people. The new services are changing lives by offering affordable communications in some of the remotest areas of India. Some of the villagers even have mobile phones, but until now, they were unable to use them. A commercial version of the Village Connection solution is being deployed in pilot form in India, and there are trials in other parts of the world.
We see it as a solution which is global in nature and which is available for use in pretty much any part of the world, any region of the world where you have villages, where you have sporadically distributed populations that can gain the benefit of very low-cost telecommunication.
Our vision is to connect 5 billion people by 2015, whether it is through mobile or fixed broadband. Now that would mean that people can connect anywhere, through any device, at any time, and at the end of it connect to what matters most to them.
With half of the world still unconnected, there is much to do to bridge the digital gap. But the good news is that thanks to Nokia, Siemens and other good corporate citizens, the divide is actually being bridged.